Chapter 4, Part of Your World. The highest room of the massive ship wasn't just a chamber. It was a sanctuary of light and pure wonder. Sunlight, fractured into 1,000 shimmering diamonds by the ornate window, spilled across Ariel's lap, painting rainbows over the tiny head nestled there, warmly. Melody, her baby daughter, was a soft weight in her arms, her blue-green eyes wide and curious as she tracked the impossible dance outside. Fish, vibrant as jewels, swimming not in the sea but through the very air. Ariel watched them too, a smile playing on her lips before her gaze drifted back onto her tiny princess. Little fingers, soft as seafoam, traced the line of her mother's chest, and a gurgle of pure delight bubbled up along with some bubbles of spit. "Oh, my little Melody," Ariel whispered, her voice thick with a love as boundless as the ocean she once called her permanent home. "Can you imagine what it's like down there? The coral patches, the glittering schools, and all the music. One day, you'll get to experience it all." She tucked a loose strands of fiery crimson hair behind her ear, already dreaming of the day when she could share her deepest magic with her daughter. Melody's tiny fingers curled into a tight fist, clutching at the fabric of her mother's white sleeves, as if anchoring herself to the promise of those future wonders. Ariel's eyes sparkled with quiet determination, her mind already sketching visions of the coral patches and the shimmering school of fish that would someday become a part of her daughter's world, just as it had been for her when she was just a teenage mermaid, in search of a different world from her own. The ship's highest chamber, with its panoramic window, bathed in the warm, golden glow of the mid-afternoon sun, became a sacred portal, a gateway to dreams where boundaries between air and water blurred and magic thrived. Sunbeams flickered through the ornate glass, casting shimmering patterns across their resting place, as if the very light itself was celebrating the promise of a tomorrow once the festivities for the day were complete. Ariel gently rocked Melody, humming softly, a lullaby woven with the melodies of the sea and the warmth of the afternoon sun. In a range of lullabies she had often heard sung from her own mother, that being part of the reason her daughter was named after music. A melody that brought Ariel and Eric together. In the cozy nook of the ship's highest chamber, an assortment of art supplies lay scattered across the soft rug, remnants of Ariel's creativity. She had been drawing ideas for a storybook, inspired by her adventures under the sea and the life she now shared with her husband, Eric, as a future present she could give to an older Melody. The sketches depicted vibrant underwater landscapes, playful sea creatures, and the shimmering glow of the coral gardens. Ariel paused as she kept her eyes on the still paint brush, dips of blue stained against the brush's messy gray mane. Sketches of whimsical sea creatures and enchanting landscapes caught her attention, as she mingled with notes about the bond between the two worlds. Melody reached into the air, as if she wanted to grab onto those drawings and never let them go. Picking up on this, Ariel smiled, lifting her daughter higher so she could see the pictures in their clear glory. "You like these, sweetie? These are gonna be a part of your world one day," Ariel exclaimed, her voice filled with warmth. "The place where so many magic things happen to so many wonderful people," she said as she began to explain the vibrant colors that went with her sketches, each of them seeming to come to life as Melody's wide-eyed gaze filled the room with a sense of imagination and possibility of the magical world her mother was describing. A soft breeze wafted through the open window, bringing with it the scent of fresh salt water, as Ariel heard the echoes of laughter from the crew and guests gathered outside. As she leaned back in her chair, still cradling baby Melody, she began to revel in the peaceful moment. She knew she would have to leave this beautiful scene soon to join the celebration, but she couldn't help but linger just a little longer. Her thoughts drifted to the life she had built with Eric, the joy of being part of a family both on land and sea. She imagined sharing these stories with Melody as she grew, tales that would connect her to her heritage. Her mind wandered to her grandmother Athena, Ariel's mother, the fierce, kind-hearted mermaid who had inspired her own dreams. "Soon enough, you'll discover your own world," she whispered softly, her heart swelling with love. "And your dad and I will be right there with you. Every step of the way, don't you worry, sweetheart."